Dude, so cute. I know, right? It was so perfect. Hey guys, what are we looking at? Oh, Adrian went on a date this weekend. They got photo booth pictures. What? Let me see. Oh, she's pretty. Yeah, she was really cool. Be careful, Adrian. Otherwise, somebody's gonna steal her away. Wait, no. I knew I wasn't taller than you for nothing. Oh, come on. Ow. Oh, crap. What did I do? Oh, my thumb. It's all... Oh, it's not supposed to look like that. We gotta go to the nurse. I'm so sorry. Oh, come on. I was screwing with you, too. Just walk with me in case something happens. Absolutely. Let's go. Nurse? Where is she? Hello? I don't think she's here. Great. What good is a school nurse if she's not in her office? I'm so sorry. Should I drive you to the hospital, maybe? I don't think we need to go that far just yet, but God, it's really starting to hurt. Come on, let's go see if we can find the nurse. Are you gonna be okay? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Hey, thanks for walking with me. Yeah, well, I'm the big dope that broke your hand. It's probably just dislocated. And aren't you kids supposed to be in lunch right now? Oh, hi, Mr. Cumberford. We were looking for the nurse. Somebody sick? No, but I accidentally dislocated my thumb pretty bad. Oh, it's probably not as bad as you think. Let me see. Okay, I mean... Oh, it is that bad. Okay, so... I think maybe we should just... Ow! There! All better. Oh, that really hurt. Yeah, that's just the shock of it. You kids get back to lunch, all right? Oh, God. Oh. Do you think it's getting better now? I don't know. It's like... It still hurts and it's all tingly and... Can you move it at all? I mean... Yeah, it moves, but... It doesn't feel good. I really feel awful about this. Do you want me to keep looking for the nurse? No, I mean, I've never dislocated my thumb before, so maybe this is just what happens? All right, but take it easy in class, okay? I will, I promise. Hey, Mom, I'm home. Oh, hi, sweetie. How was school? I mean, school was fine, and, well, and then there's this. Oh my God, what the hell happened? I don't want you to get mad. I mean, at the moment, I'm pretty pissed off that nobody called me about this, so what happened? I was teasing Adrian about a date that he had this weekend, and I was kind of playing keep away, I guess, with his photo booth pictures, and he grabbed them back from me, and when he did, it kind of popped my thumb out. Okay, but your thumb doesn't look like it's out of place right now. Right, and so he helped me go to the nurse's office, and we looked for her, but she wasn't in her office. We couldn't find her in any of the hallways, and, well, then Mr. Cumberford found us in the hallway. Okay. So I told him what happened, and he said it probably wasn't that bad, and said show it to me, so I did, and he said, oh, it is that bad. So then did he call somebody? No, he just sort of grabbed my thumb and yanked and twisted, and now it's back in place, but it hurts so bad. And it's bruised all to hell. Come on, we're going to the emergency room. Let's go. Hey, but Mom, please don't be mad at Adrian, because we were just messing around, and it really was an accident. I know that, sweetheart. You and Adrian were just messing around, but what that teacher did is battery. Let's go. Ooh. Look, honey, I get it. You and Adrian were messing around. You dislocated your thumb, but what that teacher did to you is battery, and you need to be seen by a doctor. We're going to the ER. Come on. Okay. Okay, so I have your results. Okay. All right, what are we looking at? Okay, so unfortunately, there is too much swelling for us to be able to determine 100% for sure with an x-ray what exactly is going on. Ugh. I would like to send you in for a different kind of scan. Mom, this one is going to actually allow us to see everything, not just the bones and whatever is causing the swelling. We should be able to pick up on that too. Okay, yeah, do what you got to do. Okay, I'm going to go put in the order and we'll be back to get you in just a couple of minutes. Mom, I'm so sorry. I know this is going to be so expensive. Honey, stop. But... Baby, I knew when I became a parent that I was taking certain risks, that you could get injured, that we would end up in the ER, that this kind of stuff could happen. I love you. I'm going to take care of you, whatever that means. Thanks, Mom. I love you, sweetheart. Okay, so the good news is that we got some results for you this time. Yeah? Okay, that's the good news. So what's the bad news? The bad news is that when your thumb got shoved back into place, whoever did it, shoved a nerve in there with it. Oh. Is that why it hurts so freaking bad? Yeah, I imagine what you're feeling in your thumb is like being continuously punched in the thumb at full power just over and over and over again, and it's not getting any better. Yes, exactly. Oh my God. So, oh honey, what can we do about this? Okay, so the best way to fix it is that we have to re-dislocate it. What? And then we have to pop it back into place with like an ultrasound so we can make sure that none of your nerves get put in underneath it. Ugh. You want me to just sit here while you yank my thumb out of place? Oh, no. We're not going to do that to you, honey. We're going to sedate you. We're going to put you to sleep while we do this. You're not going to feel any of it. Oh, thank God. You have to put me to sleep? If you've never been under anesthesia before, I know that it can be kind of intimidating, a little bit scary. Yeah, but I don't want you to worry. Someone is going to be there with you the entire time to make sure that you are okay. Can it be my mom? Honey, I don't think that I can... No, I'm so sorry. It can't be a parent. It has to be a hospital staff member. That is the protocol. Okay. But sweetie, I'm going to be with you until the last possible moment. Don't you worry. Yeah, absolutely. Your mom can walk all the way to the doors with you. It's just going to be for maybe the last 30 seconds that you're awake, okay? Okay. Let's do this. Before we go, I do have one more question. Of course. What happens if you get her under and you're not able to use the ultrasound to put her thumb back into place properly? What then? In the event that we weren't able to get your thumb back into place, it would mean a surgery. We would have to cut your hand open and put it back into place internally. What? I was afraid that might be a possibility. Oh my God, you might have to cut my hand open? So it is a possibility, but it's a very, very small possibility. Everything about this situation looks like we're going to be able to do this just with the ultrasound. But I do want you to know you're either going to wake up with your hand plastered or you'll wake up with stitches and plaster. Great. Either way, we are going to make sure that you make a full recovery. We will set you up with physical therapy, anything that you need. Okay, and I will be there to support you every step of the way, okay, baby? I don't really have a choice, do I? Let's just do it. All right, sweetie, I want you to sit down right here. Why am I still so tired? That can happen with anesthesia. I promise you're okay. And hey, no stitches. Yeah. Can I take a nap? Yeah, the doctor said you can rest as much as you need. I'm going to go get you a glass of water and your pain medicine, and then I'm calling your school. Wait, why are you calling my school? Because they're going to be giving me some answers about what happened here. Do you remember the name of the teacher who put your thumb back on that nerve of yours? Mr. Cumberford. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get your water and medicine. You go ahead and rest. I'll take care of everything from here. You go ahead and relax. I'm going to go call your school. Okay. Yeah, just patch me through to whatever administrator is available right now. Trust me, you do not want to deal with me. Thank you. Oh, shit. Well, I want to know what the hell you all were thinking letting this Mr. Cumberford joker shove my daughter's thumb back into the socket and trapping a nerve underneath. What do you mean you had no idea? Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. Okay, first off, thank you for coming in. As long as I get some answers, and who are you? This is Mr. Cumberford. You piece of... Believe me, I understand that you are angry, but I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page here, and I can find out what exactly happened. Oh, I would love to hear his side of this. Look, I don't understand what the big deal is. Your daughter popped her thumb out of place. She was looking for the nurse, couldn't find the nurse. She asked me to put it back in place for her, so I did. She asked you to put her thumb back into its socket? Yeah? She doesn't even have you as a teacher. She doesn't even know you. Her friend knows you. She doesn't know you at all. Why would she ask somebody she's never met to pop her thumb back into its socket? I don't know, but that's what she did. So I helped her. You didn't fucking help her. You permanently damaged her. Believe me, it would have been worse if I just let the thumb hang out like that. Right, which is why somebody should have found the nurse or transported her to a hospital or, I don't know, called her mother. I agree. And who is this friend? Who's the friend that she was with when she supposedly asked for this assistance? Adrian. And by the look on his face, he knows that he was lying and he's about to be caught in it. Call Adrian to the office. Cheryl, call Adrian Thompson to the office, please. Let's get to the bottom of this. What's going on? Hey, how is she? Hi, Adrian. She's resting at home, but we have a question to ask you. I swear it was an accident. I know. That's not what, well, it is what this is about, but not that specifically. Adrian, do you remember her asking Mr. Cumberford to pop her thumb back into place? No. She said it was popped out and that we were looking for the nurse, and then he said it wasn't that bad, and she showed him, and then he's like, oh, it is that bad, so I guess we should, and then he just like grabbed her and yanked and twisted, and she screamed, and then he said it was all better, and we left. Oh, and that's exactly what she told me. Okay, so she didn't ask me specifically, but she came to me, she was looking for help, the nurse wasn't there, and I knew I could do it. You knew you could do it? Do you have medical training? Well, no. Which would explain how her nerve got trapped under her thumb for hours. She spent the rest of the day writhing in pain because you couldn't have been bothered to give me a phone call. Her thumb was back in place. Hey, dipshit. We had to put her under anesthesia. They had to re-dislocate her thumb and put it back in with an ultrasound. They did? Yeah, and now she has to go through therapy to relearn how to use her thumb because presently she can't feel it. I've never seen that happen before. Probably because you're not a medical professional. Now what the fuck is going to be done about this? Okay, this is kind of worse than I actually thought. This was going to be done privately, but I think you deserve to hear this. Mr. Cumberford, you need to pack your things and leave the building. You need to leave all district property behind when you go. Are you firing me? Not firing. Fired. You are fired. You are no longer an employee here. And you really need to consider yourself lucky that it's just that, because she could be filing charges against you. Seriously? Norman, that is battery of a minor. You were not authorized to perform medical procedure on a child. Go pack your things and leave before you make it worse. And before I change my mind about filing those charges. I'm going. Oh, the audacity of that man. Yeah, well, he's not ever gonna work in this district ever again. Probably not in teaching ever again. He was due to retire in a couple of years anyway. The school district has already informed me that they are going to pay your medical bills, so here's the email address you can send them to whenever they arrive. Thank you. I'm just hoping that my daughter fully recovers from this. Me too. Believe me, me too. Did the submitter fully recover? Kind of depends on how you look at that. Since the incident, she has dislocated her thumb more than 50 times. Although she now knows that if it turns a funny color or gets cold for a long time, that she has to go to the hospital to have somebody reinsert it for her. And while she was offered the permanent solution of bolting her thumb in place, that particular option was rejected because it was her dominant hand and she needs the use of her thumb. That teacher never taught again, retired early, is what she heard. She's still living her life, easily dislocating her thumb thanks to the negligence of some random teacher with a God complex. I don't really know. Some stories have happy endings, some stories don't get closure, and some stories like this one are a mixture of everything. Have a good day. All right, everybody, it's getting just a little loud in here. Let's bring the volume down just a little bit. I don't feel very good. Can I go to the nurse? Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Thank you. This group right here, do you guys have a question? No? Okay. Spanx, can I go to the bathroom? Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. Oh, it looks like you did addition before multiplication. Miss Spanx, can I go to the bathroom, please? Oh, busy day. I'm only supposed to have one person out at a time, and right now I have two. Can you hold it for just a minute? I don't think I can. I really don't think I can. Okay, go. Good afternoon, Miss Manx. I'm just looking for... Why do you have so many empty desks? Oh, hi. Nurse, bathroom, and bathroom. You're only supposed to have one student out of your room at a time. I understand that, but never mind. Would you just come see me at the end of the day, please? Sure thing. Thank you. This is going to be a long afternoon. Good afternoon. You wanted to see me? Yes, Miss Manx, I wanted to talk to you about that little incident this afternoon. You mean where I used my professional judgment and had 3 kids out of my room at the same time? Yes, I'm sure you can understand why we can't have that happening, so I just need you to sign this. What's this? It's a disciplinary referral. You're writing me up for letting kids pee. It's a liability issue. If all of our teachers did that, we would have over 100 kids just running amok in the hallways. Well, that would be the most perfectly timed muck running ever. Well, I can see you're not taking this seriously, so the next time that this happens, you will be terminated. She's serious. Fuck. Spanx, I gotta go to the bathroom. I already have somebody out of the room. I need you to wait. Please, I don't think that I can. I'm so sorry. Do your absolute best and... Hey, does anybody smell that? Hey, do you guys smell that? Huh? Smell what? I don't smell anything. Yeah, no, it definitely smells like natural gas. Everyone come with me, please. You guys all walk down the hallway to Mr. Jones. I'm gonna call for somebody to just come check this out. Sometimes I smell things that aren't really there, but you know, I just want somebody to check it out. Go on down there, his room is empty. He'll watch you for a minute. This never should have happened to you, and I am so freaking sorry. I'm gonna call your mom and we're gonna get you some new clothes. If you wanna go home, like, we're gonna work this out. I told you I had to go to the bathroom. I'm calling mom right now. Hey, Janet, it's Miss Manx. Yeah, hey, do you remember that story that I told you yesterday about the meeting I had with my principal? Yeah, so your child got caught in the crossfires. Yeah. You know, I can call the nurse down here. Oh, you're on your way? Yep, okay. You want the principal in here too? Cool, thank you. Mom's gonna be here in 2 minutes. She's gonna be so pissed off. Believe me, not at you. Yeah, I'm gonna need the nurse, the custodian, and the principal to my room, please. And there's gonna be a parent arriving in about 1 minute asking about me. Send her to my room. I'm here, what do you need? Hi, oh, there, all 3 of you right on time. Okay, I'm gonna need some new clothes for this student. We're gonna need the floor and the desk to be cleaned up. And then the parent is on their way to come talk to you and I got the clothes. Don't worry, kid, we're on this. What exactly do you need to talk to me about? Mom's gonna be here any minute. Oh, hi. So let me get this straight. You threatened her job because she let a kid go to the bathroom, and now as a result, my child is sitting in their own urine. Well, you should use professional judgment here. Yeah, do you remember when I told you that last time and you still said if it happened again, I would be fired? I think you must have misunderstood. This is all just a big misunderstanding. No, ma'am, you are the one who is misunderstanding because I am friends with Miss Manx here. She told me all about your all's little conversation. She was so worried that this exact thing was going to happen to a student. And you know what? I'm glad that it's mine because I'm taking him home. And if I ever hear about this happening again, you are going to have the fires of hell coming down on your head. I don't think you need to talk to me like that. Well, I think that I do. And I think if this happens again, I'm going to make sure I get in touch with that parent and we will sue you for this. Humiliating a child because you want to assert your authority over your teachers is ridiculous and disgusting. Come on, sweetie. We're going home. Okay. And believe me, if there's any retaliation toward her for doing what's best for her students, I'll know about it. I'm gonna go get rid of that write-up. Idea. And from now on, you should probably believe me when I tell you I am using my personal judgment in the case of emergencies. Yeah, I'm just gonna go take care of that now. Have a good day, or the one you deserve. Hey, Elise, could I borrow your phone? Hey, Bryn, why do you need my phone? What happened to yours? It broke, so my parents have taken it in for repairs, and they said I'll probably get it by the end of the week, but I wanted to just send a message to my boyfriend real quick. Is that okay? Oh, I get it. Still doing the long distance thing. Yeah, here. Yeah, it totally sucks when I can't talk to him. Thank you. Is it okay if I log myself into this? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Thanks. All right, gotta make sure she doesn't see my password. Okay. Ugh, simplest password ever. All right, thank you so much. Of course. See you around. So if a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Hey, Bryn. Diana, what is it? Have you seen the pictures that have been going around? What pictures? Of who? Of you. Haven't you been on Snap? No, my phone's been broken all week. What are you talking about? Here. Here, look. Thanks. pictures I sent to my boyfriend. Who got these? I don't know, but there's a lot of them going around right now. How is that even possible? I don't know, but it's like somebody knew how to log into your Snap account. Do you think he did it? There's no way it was him. He lives on the other side of the country. He wouldn't even know who to send this stuff to. I mean, has anyone else had access to your account? I don't know. I mean, my phone's been broken and... Elise, I gotta talk to you. Of course, bestie. What's up? The other day when I used your phone, did you snoop at my password and go through my accounts? Well, yeah, you put your password on my phone. I didn't save it to your phone. I deleted it and I logged out. All right, fine. I was looking when you typed in your password. It's a really easy one, by the way. And I mean, it's not that big of a deal. We're best friends. It's funny. Well, now all of the personal snaps I've sent to my boyfriend are somehow circulating around the school. And I don't know anyone else who could be doing it except for you. Oh, come on. It's not that big of a deal. It's funny. Everybody does that with their boyfriend or girlfriend. Well, not everyone has to endure the rest of the school seeing them. You're making a really big deal out of something that's just not that important. Sorry to interrupt, girls. Bren? Oh, hey, teacher, don't worry. I'm not going to be late to class. Actually, I'm glad I caught you before you came in. They actually want to see you up at the front office. They said to bring your stuff with you. Okay. They said they want to see you in the front office and to bring your stuff with you. Okay, do you know what it's about? No, I don't know about anything. Do you know what it could be about? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go now. All right, you better get to class, Elise. Right. Hi, I was told that I needed to come up here. Hi, are you Brenda? Bryn, yeah. They're waiting for you in there. Okay, thanks. I was told to come in here. Why are there so many people here? Brenda, thank you for coming. Please, Bryn. Right, Bryn, I'm sorry, I knew that. It has been brought to our attention that there are some inappropriate pictures of you circulating around the school. Oh, God. I don't think I'd be bringing God into this given the nature of these photos. You have them on your computer? Yes, and we've all seen them. Oh, I love not having mail. Oh my God, you all looked at it? Is everything okay in here? Miss Manx, you've got to help me there. It's being handled, Miss Manx. You can go. Is everything okay? I told you it's fine. Someone took pictures I'd sent to my boyfriend and they're sending them everywhere. They have them. They have your private pictures that you sent to your boyfriend? It would appear that somebody has decided to start spreading these pictures around the school. You act like I did this to myself, Miss Manx. Okay, hold on a minute. How serious are these pictures? I sent them to my boyfriend across the country. Okay, real talk. How bad is this? Well, no single picture shows everything, but if you put them together, you can. Oh, sweetie. Look, I know now that it was really, really stupid of me to do that, but he's halfway across the country. I didn't think. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You don't need to be sorry about somebody taking advantage of you, and Miss Minx, you might want to take a look at this. Take a look. Oh my God! Miss Minx, you might want to take a look at this. Take a look at what? Oh my God! Oh. Keep that thing closed. Bren, am I understanding this correctly that everyone in this room has seen your pictures? Yeah, he showed them to everybody. You are the one who showed her pictures to everybody in this room. They didn't all get sent the pictures. You showed it to them. Every educator in this room has a vested interest in Bryn's well-being. I would believe that if you weren't sitting in this room redistributing child pornography as some kind of weird form of slut-shaming. But I'm not, I swear. Bryn, make no mistake, you are not. This was a private exchange between you and your significant other, and that was nobody else's business. Unfortunately, you became a victim in this, and that victimization went all the way up to our administration. We are not making her into a victim. She kind of did this to herself. Bryn, do you have any idea who the source of all of this is? I don't want to get her in trouble. She's my friend. Honey, believe me, she is not your friend if she is distributing private pictures of you, and if you were both adults, this would be a felony. Who did this? Elise. Okay, you are coming with me. You can all stay in this office, and I'm taking this with me. Now, who wants the pictures? Oh, your ick knows no bounds. But no, I don't have your password. I'm taking it so no one else can look at it until I get the cops here. Cops? What are you involving the cops for? This is a school disciplinary issue. This is possession and distribution of child pornography, something that I cannot imagine the administration in a school building would be party to, but I'm calling the cops on every single one of you and any student who had any involvement in this whatsoever. I will also be calling Bryn's mother so that she can press proper charges on all of you. Now look, Miss Manx, I think you're blowing this a little out of proportion here. This isn't pornography. This is a picture that a child sent to another child. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but every person in this room is an adult. Well, yes, but calling the cops on your ass. Let's go, Bryn. Oh my God, Miss Manx. Miss Manx, are you really calling the cops? Yes, I am, because this is a crime and you are a victim. Do you have your cell phone on you? We're not supposed to have our phones on us. That's the least of my worries. Do you have it with you? I want you to call your mom while I call cops. Oh, yeah, I do have it. Good. Call your mom, tell her that you've had private pictures distributed by members of the staff as well as students in the school. You've got a teacher who's calling the cops on them, and you need her up here so that you guys can press charges, okay? Oh my God, how can something so humiliating be so badass at the same time? As long as justice is served. Yes, hi, I'm going to need a police officer and a social worker up to ABC school as quickly as possible. Yes, it is a matter of urgency. Yeah, Mom, I need you to come up to the school. Yes, I need a cop and a social worker up to ABC school immediately, please. Mom, I need you to come to the school. All right, did you get a hold of your mom? I did. She's really not happy with me about sending those pictures, but I think she's really pissed off about the rest of it. Good. That's where her anger needs to be directed. Now we just wait for the cops. I received a call. Yes, officer, I'm glad you're here. Miss Manx, my mom just pulled into the parking lot. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we have a bit of a situation. As you might expect, Mom showed up and she was also pissed off. Everybody got an earful and everyone had charges pressed against them. So what ended up happening was a whole lot of arrests, and I don't think that this situation could have gone any better if I'd made it up. I am happy to report that every single perpetrator in this submission was arrested and they were taken into custody and dealt with. Unfortunately, I feel like that is not the most common case. If you go back to any previous segment in this story, you're going to see all the people who went through this or knew somebody who went through this. And it's heartbreaking. And while this was a story and a skit, it is also very much a cautionary tale. You should never be giving anyone images of yourself in any state of undress. Relationships end. Exes become jilted. They become vengeful. People you thought were your friends treat you like anything but. And anything you send through an app on your phone is not private. It is all kept in the metadata of those apps. And they're all owned by people who look at that data. And if you've already taken these pictures or sent these kinds of pictures and now someone's using that against you, you have to report it. It is a crime. I can't say it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows. There will be fallout no matter what path you choose, but at the very least, have the people who are making your life hell held accountable. I've had friends make fun of me because I refuse to do anything like this, even as an adult, even with my husband, because I know better, and I know people who have been fired for sending that kind of stuff to people they thought they could trust. But everybody changes, and mistakes happen every day. Don't put yourself at that level of risk. Believe me, it's not worth it. Have a good day. Oh, don't forget your lunch, okay? Oh, thanks, Mom. Have you gotten everything straightened out at the school with like all my documentation and everything? Not quite. Now, your school has all of the information, and I have communicated directly with your teachers about your condition and everything, but they still need like an official note from the doctor about your seizures and your tics before they can get like a legal plan put into place. Okay, so what does that mean for me? Well, it means for the time being that they're not legally required to accommodate you in any kind of way, but hopefully none of your teachers will be an ass about it. Gotcha. Okay. Bye, Mom. Bye, sweetie. Have a good day. Hey, Melody. Oh, hey, Becky. Did you get my snap last night? Oh my God, that was so funny. And apparently perfect timing because we have a sub today. Already? It's only like the second week of school. Yeah, my mom has always told me that sickness doesn't play fair, so they're probably just sick. True. All right, everybody, I need everyone to settle down. My name is Miss Mention. I am your sub today. Your teacher is out ill. Before I get started with attendance, I need to know who this Rebecca person is. I need to make sure nobody's going to be dropping and having a seizure on my watch. So, Rebecca, whoever you are, you can go to the office. I'm not teaching you today. Becky, is she talking about you? I think so. What is she talking about? Well, Come on, I don't have all day. Where is this Rebecca person? Rebecca, are you here today? I'm going. I'm going. What is she doing? What did they mean, seizure? Does she have seizures? I can't. It's none of your business. Shut up. All right, now that that's handled, let's go ahead and get started. Becky. Hey, are you okay? That was so not cool. Yeah, I'm fine. Well, what that sub did was just crappy, and you didn't deserve that, and it's your personal business. Nobody should get to know that unless you decide they get to. Do you want to know what it's about? Well, I'd be a liar if I said I wasn't curious what that was all about, but I mean, that was just wrong. That teacher never should have told any of us anything about you without your permission. That's your business to tell if you want. I think I want to tell you. Only if you're sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I got diagnosed with a condition over the summer that causes tics and seizures. And I don't have epilepsy, but I do get seizures, and they're the kind where, like, your whole body just kind of gives out and you just, like, fall out of nowhere. Oh, I've heard of those. There's a kid at my church that has them. They call them drop seizures, right? Yeah, and my parents are in the process of getting all the paperwork to the school and getting a plan in place. My mom communicated this with the teachers, and I'm guessing that our PE teacher was kind enough to put it on the sub plans, but then the sub was just a giant asshat and decided to tell everyone your personal information. Something like that. Well, there were kids whispering in gym, and I told them all to shut up because it was none of their business, and you'll have my support, 100%. You just let me know if you need anything from me, okay? Okay, so if we're ever walking down the hall and I just fall on the ground, will you just prop me up like a doll and sit next to me so I don't look silly? Totally. I'll prop you up like a doll and then I will fall on the floor so I'm the one who looks silly. I knew you were going to be my best friend this year. And you mine. Oh, hey, Mom. Becky, how was school today? There might have been a bit of a situation with a sub. What happened? So you're telling me that your substitute teacher basically announced to everyone that you have seizures and sent me to the office because of it. What was this sub's name? Mom. Look, I have no intention of embarrassing you, but I have every intention of making sure that that person is never your sub again. Her name was Miss Minchin. Miserable name for a miserable person. She will not be your sub again. All right. I am your substitute today. My name is Mrs. Roberts, and at some point today, we're going to be having a fire drill. So everybody follow me. We're just going to go out the side doors. Oh. Ow. Where did everybody go? Hello? Young lady, what are you still doing in the building? I just woke up. I think Did I fall asleep? I might have had a seizure. What's going on? Becky, right? Yeah. I think your sub left you behind for the fire drill. Follow me. Oh my God. Whew. Some of y'all just came from gym, didn't you? Oh my God, where's my air freshener? You carry air freshener with you? No offense or anything, but some of y'all kids are smelly. Please stop. Oh, it's morning breeze. It's better than this. That should be good. Oh God. Can I please go to my safe space? Safe space? I think I'm gonna have a seizure. There's a space in the supply closet that they made for me so I can go and... You are not getting out of class that easy. Sit down. No, I'm serious. It should be at the top of the sub plans. I have to go, please. Nice try, but I said no. Sit down. I'm sorry, no. Where are you going? Whew, that was a rough one. Okay. Why are all the desks moved away? Well, if you were so sick that you had to walk out of class, then you must be contagious, so I made sure that nobody's sitting next to you. What? Like I said, you're either too sick to be around anybody or you're just a liar. She's not a liar and you're a bitch. What did you say to me? I said you're a bitch. You're being discriminatory, and maybe that worked in Boomerland where you grew up, but here we actually support each other. We love her. She's awesome. Having seizures doesn't change that. Well, I never. Anybody who thinks the way she does can get out of this class. Where's everybody going? You basically just told everyone if they give a damn about somebody other than themselves that they shouldn't be in your classroom. And thanks to a lot of other subs who have really screwed things up like you just did, they do care about me. So we're not your students today. Bye. Selfish little brat. Mom, it was the coolest thing. They all had my back. We left class together and went to the office, and even the principal supported us, and that sub had to leave immediately. Sweetheart, you have had to overcome so much more than any of your peers can even imagine in some cases, but I am so proud of you. I'm proud of my classmates too. Like, I really felt like I belonged. Possibly for the first time. Looks like we picked the right school. The name of the condition the submitter gave me was not familiar to me, and I really couldn't find very much information on it either. The internet kept bringing up a completely different but similarly spelled condition. But it's really important that we all recognize that different people can have medical conditions triggered by something as simple as an air freshener or a flickering light. They can trigger migraines, they can trigger nausea, they can trigger seizures. Some people say that our younger generations exhibit feral empathy. Honestly, I think we could have a little bit more of that in our kids today, because then maybe other kids like Becky wouldn't feel left out and wouldn't feel like there's something wrong with them for having a medical condition they have no control over. Be kind to each other. And if you ever happen to be a substitute teacher, read the notes, take them seriously, and if somebody informs you that you were very much in the wrong, it's not a bad thing to apologize for your mistakes. Have a good day. No, I'm telling you, it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And what are you doing? Talking on the phone, obviously. I hired you to do the landscaping, right? I didn't hire you to sit there and talk on your phone. Okay. You're fired. Get off of my property. Fine, pay me and I'll go. You didn't do the job I hired you for. I am not paying you anything. You're kidding, right? No, I hired you to do a job. I was going to pay you to do the job. You didn't do the job. You're not getting paid. Get out of here. What a waste of my time. Ugh. Oh, look at that hottie with the body. What the hell are you doing? Checking out the babes on the beach. What else would I be doing? We hired you for security, not for scoping out babes. The beach looks pretty secure to me. I don't think the sand is going anywhere. You're fired. Get out of here. Fine. When am I going to get my paycheck? What are you, crazy? You didn't do any work. You're not getting paid anything. Are you serious? God, this is unreal. Can I help you? Here for my paycheck? Your paycheck? I've worked here full-time for the last 2 years. I've never even met you. What's your name? My name's Lavinia. Just go get the manager. I just want my paycheck. Lavinia. The one that they hired like 3 weeks ago who never showed up? Yeah. Go get my paycheck for me. What are you, some kind of idiot? You never showed up for work once. You were fired 2 weeks ago. You didn't even know it because you never bothered to show up. You're not getting paid anything. God, everywhere I have worked has been such a freaking joke. Nobody wants to pay me. Nobody's going to pay you if you don't do your job. Yeah, I'll just find a different one. Good luck with that, loser. And as your elected congressperson, I will be working hard for all of you. Ma'am, it's time to vote on... No. Ma'am, we really need you to look over the... Can't you see I'm busy? You're playing a game. Yeah, and I'm about to beat this level if you'll leave me alone. Oh my god, I remember this place. What? Where are you? God, I'm taking a walk. What do you want? The government is on the brink of shutting down, and if you don't get back here and do your job, that's exactly what's going to happen. Millions of Americans will be without a paycheck, will be without necessary services. Do you even care? Not really. Are you kidding? Why did you even take this job? Because when I don't do my job, I still get paid. And if you don't see how ridiculously messed up that is, you're either a congressperson or brainwashed. Have a good night. What? Hey, baby, what you doing? Oh, hey, Mom. I'm reading this email that we got about these new student handbook policies. They can't do this. What are they doing? All students must use lockers. That's weird. Students will not be permitted to carry backpacks or more than one textbook at any point. Your school has 5 buildings. What if you have 2 classes in a row in the same... Oh, it gets better, Mom, because not only all of this, but they are not extending passing periods or dismissal times, and students will be responsible for getting their belongings and getting to their dismissal location promptly. Are they serious? Yeah, apparently so. Okay, how long are your passing periods? 4 minutes? And what's the furthest distance you would have to walk from one building to another? Oh, see, that's the best part. We already have this information because last year when they were redoing the track, our cross-country team was using the campus grounds for their runs. So from one end of the campus to the other, it is just under 1/4 mile. And that's just the distance on the ground. That doesn't include hallways or stairwells or... Nope. Door to door, just under 1/4 mile. And how long do you have at dismissal? 5 minutes. So what you're telling me is that they are theoretically expecting students to go at least 1/4 mile from their last class to their locker and the same distance back to the buses or they get left behind? Uh-huh. Well, that's not okay. You'll have to practically sprint across the grounds, and in the wintertime, you'll slip and break your leg. Yeah, Trish actually texted me and told me to check my email. I guess her mom is part of a parent group on Facebook. She said there's this whole feud going on between the parents and admin, and they're not budging. That's crazy. Well, apparently, according to the admin, the scenarios being presented in the comments section are statistically improbable to what will actually occur on campus. So they're going to somehow guarantee that all bus riders have a locker in the building nearest the bus lane? Well, they've already failed at that. No. Yep, me, Trish, Nathan, and Kennedy so far. Your lockers are in the furthest building from the bus lane. Do I even dare ask where your last classes are located? Well, the 4 of us are in the 4 of the 5 buildings that do not contain our locker. This is crazy. I'm calling the school. Actually, Mom, I think if you call preemptively, they're not going to do anything about it. I think we're going to have to wait until this becomes a real problem. It will be a real problem if you miss your bus, honey. I'm at work 45 minutes away. I can't get to you. McKenna's mom actually has some flexibility with her job right now, so I guess she's already volunteered to be like the person to come pick up any of us if we happen to get left behind by the bus until this gets resolved. Well, that'll happen pretty freaking quick with how many kids are going to be getting excessive tardies because they're late everywhere every day, and how many kids get left behind by the bus. Well, we can hope, but I guess we have to just wait and see what happens. Yeah, just keep your phone on you, please. On me and charged like you taught me. I will. All right, everybody, we have about 3 minutes left if you guys want to start gathering up your stuff. Miss Minx, can I please leave early? We can't let anybody go before dismissal. Okay, but did you see the new student requirements this year? I know you're not allowed to carry your backpack. And they're not giving us any extra time to get to our lockers. I have to get all the way to the arts building and back to the bus lane before they leave. What? Please, can I go? Oh my god, it's only 2 minutes early. You can't even make it with that time, but go. Good luck. Oh my god. Oh, god, there's no freaking way. I've got 1 minute. Ugh. Are the buses late? Nope. This is how many people got left behind. Oh my god. Are the buses running late? Nope, this is everyone that was left behind. Oh my God. Have you called your mom yet? I tried. I mean, she's supposed to be the one to help us out, but for some reason she's not answering. I think maybe her phone died. I don't understand. How could they let this many kids get left behind? Well, Trevor over there told me that the 10th and 11th grade principals were literally shooing the buses out of the bus lane while kids were running, screaming for them to wait, and then they were scolded, saying they should have used their time more wisely. Oh my God. I mean, I was running, and we're not even supposed to run. I had to break the rules, and I was still nowhere near on time. Yeah, that kid over there. Yeah, they got written up on their way here because they were running through campus, and the teacher stopped them, and they literally got here as the buses were pulling out. So they would have made it if they hadn't been written up for running. Yeah, apparently no matter what we do, we're screwed. Well, I'm going to call my mom. I mean, it's going to be like an hour before she can even get here, but I mean, I don't know what else to do. Okay, we'll call her and let her know what's going on, but then you're coming with the rest of us. Where are we going? Is my mom picking me up, or do these kids have cars, or... Oh, we're all going to the admin building, and we're going to make their lives a living hell. Pissing them off isn't going to help. Yeah, but if they took away our ability to get home, they're responsible for our well-being, and therefore they have to give all of us a ride. But, I mean, I can call my mom. Can any of their parents come? Nowhere near enough. And your mom's going to have to leave work to get here. That's lost income for you and any other parent who has to come here. I'm sorry, but we all agree our administration needs to face the music and clean up the mess that they made. Huh. I'm going to text her instead and tell her that I will keep her posted. All right, let's go. Here we go. I don't even think we're all going to fit in here. Whoa, what are you guys all doing here? We need to talk to someone from administration. They're all in a meeting right now. Hey, you guys can't come back here. Sorry, sis, there's no more room, and they're our babysitter, so this is where we gotta be. I'm confused. What is going on? The principals were told by us and our parents that we didn't have a prayer of getting to the bus on time with all of their new requirements and rules, and this is everyone who was left behind. So as far as I can tell, they're liable for us, so they might need to cut their meeting short. Okay, Principal Winters, you're needed out here urgently. Marie, I told you we're in a meeting. I was coming to get my mail. Do I need to come back? Miss Manx, maybe you could help. Let me guess, you didn't make it to your bus. Nope. None of us did. Oh, everybody here got left behind? Yep, we just wanted to talk to Principal Winters here. Miss Manx, I've got this. Look, you all just needed to be more responsible with your time and... I'm sorry, Principal Winters, can we talk for just a sec? You all just needed to be more responsible with your time and... I'm sorry, Principal Winters, can we talk just for a sec? Miss Manx, this is hardly your problem. Oh, I couldn't agree more. This is definitely your problem to be solving, but I just want to review and make sure that I understand exactly what's going on here. And it can't wait. So... You made the rule that kids can't carry their backpacks for safety. You put limits on how many textbooks they can carry, which forces them to go to their locker and be late to classes. Again, safety, but what does this have to do with... And you are not extending the amount of time they get at dismissal. So they have to go from their last class to their locker to get their personal belongings and then back to the bus. Am I accurate in all of this? Yes, and if they're being responsible with their time, there's no reason they can't get there. Okay, so while the other admin are calling parents, why don't you come with me and we're going to go for a little walk, okay? A walk? What are we talking about now? Well, see, I don't know all of these kids, but I do know this kid right here. And I have her in my last hour of the day, and her locker is in what building? The arts building. Yes, and even though I broke the rules and let her out 2 minutes early, she is one of the ones who missed the bus. So you and I are going to go for a little walk, and we're going to see if you can make that journey in the appropriate amount of time. This is a waste of time. I assure you all students can get where they need to go. You can assure me. Now it's time to show me. Let's go. This is ridiculous. Come on, it's not that far. Okay, so here's my classroom. Obviously. All right, so have a seat. You can't be serious. Come now, you're going to do this just like a student would. Now, of course, you don't have a classroom full of people blocking your path to get out the door, but nonetheless, why don't you take a seat in the middle of the room? We'll just average it out. Fine. Okay, so the kids get 5 minutes at dismissal before you guys shoo those buses out of the bus lane. So I'm going to set a timer on my phone for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to say ding, and then you are going to make your way to the art building and go to which locker? Oh, I'm not even going to make you go to a locker. You're just going to go and touch the door of the building, and then you're going to walk back to the bus lane, and we'll see how long it takes you. Fine, this will be easy. Great. Ding! All right, let's get out of the way. Oh, I'm just another student putting on my backpack. You never said there would be obstacles. Move! Everyone is dealing with these obstacles in high school. Cope! Ugh. Oh, look at that. We are 2.5 minutes in already. All right, there. I got to the building. Let's go back. Sure thing. 3 minutes. No running on campus. There. I made it. Oh, good job. You sure did. In 5.5 minutes. Wait, what? And you didn't set foot in a building, and you didn't open a locker, and you didn't have books and binders to shove into your backpack. So now you're punishing kids because you screwed them over. Maybe they should have walked faster. You mean like the kid who was running, trying to get to the bus lane in time, and they got written up for it? If they run, they're written up. If they're late, they're left behind. These rules are asinine, and I think that now you've had to experience it just like one of your students, or not even just like a student, because you didn't have 1,000 kids running around this campus getting in your way and making you shift tracks every 3 seconds. Now you know that too, right? I will speak to the board, and you'll be informing the board of the changes you're making effective tomorrow, correct? Yeah. And, I'm not a principal, so I don't get to make these kinds of decisions, but if you want some advice from a lowly teacher, unless you're planning on extending their dismissal and their passing period times, you need to let them carry their backpacks. Those lockers should be optional because most kids cannot get there in any kind of normal time. Perhaps we didn't give full consideration to all of the possible scenarios that would happen. Perhaps you shouldn't have dismissed all of the parents and students telling you all online for the last week that this was a terrible idea. Now, I'm going to walk back to the office with you because I still need to get my mail, and then I'm going to gather my things and go home because I also have a child who I need to get off the bus. I imagine you have a lot of phone calls to make and a lot of rides to give before you're going home tonight. Yeah. It's just a shame that you didn't, hold the buses for 2 minutes because, with middle school and elementary school going home after high school, you can't even call the buses back to help you now. Yeah, so let's head back to the office. Time's a-wastin'. We're back. How'd it go? How many parents have we got in touch with? We've gotten a hold of several. Looks like some of them are going to carpool, but we still have about 30 kids unaccounted for. Okay, kids, if you can organize yourselves by bus number or neighborhood, we're going to make sure you all get home safe tonight. I'm going to go get my mail. You have a good night. Bye, Miss Minks. So is this just going to be what we do every day now? Tomorrow morning during announcements, I will tell the entire student body of our new procedures moving forward. Okay, you want to let us know what those are going to be so we can tell our parents that they don't need to panic tomorrow? I will send out an email to parents tonight as well. Kids, I'm sorry for this. That was really hard for him to get out, wasn't it? Let's get you all home. Thank you for reading, Marco. That was really nice. Kara, why don't you read the next passage? I didn't raise my hand. Now come on, Kara, you cannot expect the rest of the class to pull your weight all year. You need to participate too. But Come on, we don't have all day. Just read. It was my father-in-law this time. I was surprised. Angelique. Edward rarely called me. We got on in that French polite way. We both excelled at mutual small Angelique! But I was never truly comfortable with him. I always felt that if he was holding something back, never showing his feelings to me or to anybody else for that— Angelique, stop! What are you doing? You said we didn't have all day, and I like reading out loud. It helps me practice for forensics. Well, I didn't ask you to. I asked Kara to read. Well, she doesn't seem to want to read, and I do, and as far as I know, she's not competing in a forensics tournament this weekend, and I need to work on my diction, so what's the problem? You know, this kind of disrespect will not be tolerated in my classroom.
Come see me after class. The rest of you read the rest of the passage on your own. Hey, you're Kara, right? Yeah, hi. I'm sorry, what's your name again? Angelique. And look, I'm so sorry if I overstepped in there. I was just... No, thank you. You kind of saved my butt. I'm not really good with reading, and I hate that class. Yeah, well, it's not like she picks the best books or anything. They're kind of snoozers. Yeah, I just don't really like reading at all. Well, that's not a big deal. Maybe you haven't found your genre yet, or maybe it's just not your subject. Hey, do you want to hang out after school? You want to hang out with me? Yeah, I mean, you seem really nice and cool, and I'm pretty new here. I haven't really made any friends yet. So, would you want to hang out with me? Is that okay? Yeah, sure. That would be awesome. Awesome. Okay. I just live a couple of blocks from school. I'm like just down the road. Do you just want to like meet up after school and we can walk to my house together? I have to call my mom and get permission first. Yeah, totally cool, obviously. And this is embarrassing, but she's gonna want to talk to your mom first. And oh, totally, no big deal at all. Let me write down her name and her number, and you can give it to your mom. Well, hold on. Let me write down my number too, and then when she gives you an answer, you can just text me. And if you can, we can meet at the flagpole after school. And if you can't, we'll just go home our normal ways. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, I hope to see you later. Me too. Really? Kara, did your mom say yes? She did. She said your mom is so awesome. Let's go. Cool. He was totally cute, but I couldn't even... What? What kind of book is this? Hey, what kind of book is this? Oh, that's historical romance. Have you ever heard of it? No, but it looks interesting. What kind of stories are in here? Okay, so it's kind of like a mixture of like trashy adult romance novels, and they bring in historical facts and just kind of mishmash it into like this old-timey soap opera. I don't know how else to explain it. Really, I always love the story part of history, but I hate all of the names and dates. And me too, and I'm like a total sucker for the movies that are about a romance in school and between peers and all of that stuff, and this like puts them both together. It's so cool. That sounds awesome. I kind of wish I could read it, you know? How about I read to you? No, that makes me sound like a baby or something. I mean, I could figure it out if I really wanted to. No, seriously, I love reading out loud to people, and my parents are kind of sick of listening to me read to them because they don't like the same stuff I like, and, well, you know, if I were ever, like, sick in the hospital and was tired all the time and all goofy on meds or whatever, I think I would be really, really happy if somebody would just read to me. I mean, there's no age limit to being read to, you know? Okay, but I'm not sick in a hospital bed. I'm just here in your bedroom, and I promise, I love reading out loud, and it's 10 times better if I have an audience. Just 15 minutes, and if you want me to stop, I'll stop. All right. Yes! Okay, here we go. Hey, Mom, do you think I could ask you for something? What is it? Well, I was kind of wondering if you would take me to the library. The library? Really? Yeah, that new friend of mine, Angelique, she introduced me to a new genre that I'd never heard about, and I don't know, I'd kind of like to maybe check out a book or two. I mean, Kara, sweetheart, if you're really this interested in a book, I mean, I'll just buy it for you off of Amazon. Do you know what the book is called? Well... Okay, what aren't you telling me about these books? What is it? Kara? Yeah? My daughter is standing in front of me, telling me she wants to read books, but you don't want to tell me what you want to read. Is it that you don't remember the title, or you're like worried that I won't approve of whatever it is? It might be the second one. Baby girl, you're my child. You have no idea what I read when I was your age, so come on, just what kind of books are you wanting to read, and we'll look it up together. Historical romance? Oh, come on, just tell me what kind of book it is. Historical romance? Oh, Okay, so I have to be a mom for a minute. Are you? No, Mom, and I don't want to talk about sex with you, okay? Okay, but you know my rule here. If you are not yet ready to have a frank conversation about it, then I'm not ready to be having it. And believe me, Mom, I have no interest in having sex with anybody right now. Yes, I have crushes, but that is not what I'm looking for. I just really like these stories, and they make me want to read and find out what happens next. Okay, what the hell else am I supposed to say to that? Let's go get one from the library so you have something to read right now, and we'll buy a few online and have them delivered. Seriously? Yeah, let's go. Care to join us for class? Oh, yeah, sorry, just really good part. All right. Angelique, you have to read this book when I'm done. I was going to get that one next. Okay, I'm totally borrowing it. All right, class, I'm going to give you some time to work on your partner editing on your papers. You've got about 15 minutes left. Oh my gosh, Kara, your writing is getting so much better. I mean, it's all thanks to you. Well, you're the one putting in all the hard work. Wow, you were right. I don't have a lot to fix, do I? Honestly, you're doing great. Kara? Yeah? They need to see you at the front office. Go ahead and take your stuff with you. Class is almost over anyway. Oh, okay. I'll see you later. Hi. I was told I needed to come to the office. Are you Kara? Uh-huh. That room back there. Okay. The secretary said I should... Kara, thank you for joining us. Why don't you have a seat? Okay. It has been brought to our attention that you have been parading the hallways with some explicit materials that have no place in this school building. Wait, what? Inappropriate materials. It's been brought to our attention that you are taking them all over the school. Inappropriate, like porn or something? My understanding is that it has to do with some reading material. What is that? This is my personal book that I read on my own time. I'm not reading during class or anything. I don't think it's the timing so much as it is the, subject matter. My mom got this for me. Oh, I seriously doubt that. Come on, which of the students gave this to you? It wasn't a student. It was my mom. Kara, if you're just gonna lie to us, we're just gonna confiscate. No! You can't have my book. It's not even yours. Yes, it is. I already told you my mom got it for me. No self-respecting mother is going to let their child read that kind of trash. Well, my mother did, and you're not taking it from me. You want to stick with that argument? It's not an argument, it's the truth. Well, then you'd be okay with us calling your mother and having her come up to the school and explain this to us herself. Yep, I sure would. You let me know when she's here. That attitude is going to get you into a whole lot of trouble, young lady. You stay there. I'll be back with your mother. Can't wait. Hi, I'm Kara's mom. The principal called me. Ma'am, I'm the principal. I am so glad you could make it. Kara has been very unreasonable with us. Why don't you come this way? My daughter unreasonable? If you'll just come with me, your daughter has been really unreasonable. My daughter unreasonable? If you wouldn't mind just having a seat. Hi, baby. Hi, Mom. Do you want to tell me what this is all about, or? Well, why don't I go ahead and start? Ma'am, it was brought to our attention that your daughter was parading around with some inappropriate material in the school building. What inappropriate material? My book. This is about a book? Yes, it is. She's been parading it around the school, and parading? Can you define that? Excuse me? What do you mean by parading? Is she like standing on top of things and showing people inappropriate pictures? Like, I don't understand. What do you mean by parading? Well, frankly, if we're just going to quibble over semantics, I don't know that there's much point to this meeting, because it kind of seems like you're not very receptive to... Me not receptive? I mean, I was just trying to gauge the situation and exactly what you were saying is going on here. I mean, does Kara need to tell me? No, ma'am. So she has been carrying this book around with her all to her classes. She's been reading it openly in front of other students, and somebody saw it and thought it was very inappropriate and reported it to the administration, which is why we are here. Okay, who saw this? Who reported this? Who was upset and offended by this? Well, I think the person who reported it wanted to remain anonymous. They wanted to remain anonymous, or you're protecting them. Okay, so anonymity was not explicitly requested, but I think given the situation, they would like it if I kept their name out of it. Okay, so the way you're talking about this, correct me if I'm wrong, but if a student had reported my daughter for inappropriate materials, you wouldn't be able to tell me because students have a right to privacy. But because you're telling me that you assume this person wants to remain anonymous, it's a teacher. Am I right? Okay, so it's a teacher. So a teacher reported her for what? Reading during class? For the graphic and inappropriate content of the material she happens to be reading at school. How did the teacher know that it was inappropriate? Well, I mean, because the cover is just a man and a woman standing together. There's nothing inappropriate happening. They're not even touching each other. They're looking at each other longingly, but I don't see that as graphic. Do you? I wasn't given details about what the person saw. Also, if you just flip through the pages of this book, there are no pictures. So what's the problem? Wait, there's no pictures in here? Only the pictures one paints with one's own mind. Huh. So what it sounds like to me is you have a teacher who has read either this book or this author before and knows the style of the writing and the kind of imagery that they're painting for the reader, and they just decided that Kara shouldn't be reading it. They tried to parent my daughter for me. Well, and you're sitting over there all super silent. You haven't said a word. Are you just here to witness this interaction to make sure I don't act unreasonably myself? It's customary to have two people present for parent meetings. Okay, so you're a witness to corroborate any stories that y'all might tell about me being unreasonable or my daughter getting in trouble for her inappropriate behaviors because she's reading. Ma'am, I assure you that's not what this is. We're here to protect Kara. Okay, but from who? Who are you protecting her from? From whoever gave her this book, obviously. You think she needs to be protected from the person who gave her that book? It is our job to act in her best interest in your absence, and when she wouldn't tell us the truth about where she got the book, we did try to take it, at which point she snatched it back and copped an attitude with us. Huh. Who did she say gave her the book? Well, she said it was you, ma'am, and as I told her, I just wasn't entirely sure that a parent would be giving their child that type of reading material. Huh. Is that how he said it, baby? I believe his exact words were, no self-respecting mother would let their child read that trash. Interesting. Ma'am, I believe your child is exaggerating what was actually... Do you have it, baby? Always, Mom. Have what? Anytime my daughter feels that she is being targeted or punished for something she did not do, and the adults in charge are not listening to her, she's to turn on the recorder. Recorder? Yep, this is a single-party state, so she has a legal right to record any conversation she is a part of without informing the other parties. So, is this a time where you want to quibble over semantics with me and my daughter? I just don't think it's appropriate for her to be displaying that type of material to her peers. And again, display, is that like, is reading privately at your desk or as you're walking down the hall? Is that some sort of act of display? I mean, I have a hard time seeing how everyone in the school knew exactly what words she was reading in her book, because nobody's told me she was reading it through a bullhorn. All right, fine. The book can stay. But can we also talk about how disrespectful she was to us when we tried to talk to her about it? All I did was tell you the truth and tell you you weren't going to take my book from me. So it kind of sounds like you guys are really upset that another child inspired my child to read better than any of your teachers could do. And you're targeting her for that for some weird reason. Again, ma'am, it's the content of the material she's reading. We just don't think that's appropriate for everyone here. Okay, so don't put it in your curriculum, but my daughter is going to read whatever she wants to read. Are we done here? I think so. Awesome. Okay, come on, Kara, let's go. No parent would let their kid read anything. For the record, I would buy my daughter Playboy magazine if it inspired her to read better than any of you could.